Let's do this. Got a little breakfast eating workout chat thing. Going to talk about a few things that have been going on in the fitness and health scheme in my life lately, and just some points I wanted to talk about. This is a back squatting workout, so starting out with a heavy single, and then basically just going down all the way down the rung to like a heavy double, heavy triple, and then I pull out the slam board. So I did all this with no warm up. So I literally just walked into the gym. I took a little bit of pre-workout. I walked around, but I didn't do like any active stretching or anything. Oh, here's something with this. I was doing a alternate plank, like an opposite arm, opposite leg plank in a superset, giant set fashion. And then also you gotta do some ball slams here for explosive strength too. This is a really difficult exercise because it's basically your core twisting the whole time. But long story short, that's workout. If you have any questions on the workout, please leave them in the description. But started out with 205 for what felt like to me was a heavy paused single. No warm up again. Here's those ball slams. So I was talking to one of my Special Olympics athletes the other day, and actually this came after I did a workout at, I think it was like 10 p.m. at night, and my athlete came to me and they were like, or they were texting me, and they were like, "Isn't that bad for you?" And it brought an important thing to talk about, and that's in regards to timing of your workouts and what works best for optimal timing, what's best for like sleep, what's best for health, etc. And the general rule of thumb, and I'll be the guy of generalities when it comes to fitness, because honestly, most of the best fitness advice is general, and people who are really good coaches will tell you that. Most advice is general, and then there is some specific stuff from it too, but for the most part, it's going to be stuff like workout at a time that fits the best into your life. Workout at a time that feels good for you, that allows your body to feel good and move good. Workout at a time where you don't dread going to the gym and working out. And, you might not be able to fit all of those cylinders into your life, how it sits in this current life situation for yourself. But it is good to strive towards as many of those kind of barometers or different category things that we just talked about, because if you do that, it's going to be so much easier to fit in these routines. And then at the same time, if you do that, you're going to also be able to hopefully build in more exercise over time from those routines. So you might get to a point where it's very easy habitually to do whatever workout program you set out for yourself, and then you're like, oh yeah, I can add 5 minutes of extra cardio at the end, or oh yeah, I can add 5 minutes of extra curls or something at the end. Starting small and not trying to reach perfection, because perfection in a workout routine is never going to happen. There's always going to be stuff you can improve. And even for myself, I feel like I have a very good workout program that works for myself, but I'm always tweaking things. I'm always trying to listen to my body. I'm always trying to make things a little bit better and be more efficient. Like I'm striving for as perfect as a workout as I can for that given day, which, if you're able to do that, watch the fitness results just come in and last a really, really long time. Okay. But kind of back to working out at night. So this workout this one wasn't at 10 p.m., but I did another one about a week after I filmed this, which was actually a couple days ago. It was at 10 p.m., and that's the workout my athlete was referring to. So isn't it bad to work out before bed? Well, most of the time for people, I would recommend it's probably not the best idea to work out before you go to bed, simply because you're going to amp up your central nervous system. And a lot of times people aren't used to having their central nervous system super, super high at a really elevated level right before they go to bed. And in doing that, they're basically like taking a jolt of caffeine, or taking a jolt of like just something high energy, right? Going for like a roller coaster ride right before bed. Most people's central nervous systems aren't able to handle that to the point where they're able to fall asleep quickly. For myself, since I work out pretty frequently and I also am pretty in tune with how my body feels, I meditate and I'm really just connected with just how my body functions and feels from every second of every day. I'm just very self-aware of that. I wasn't concerned because at that given time, that specific day that I worked out at 10 p.m., I was feeling really, really energetic. There's just a kind of a lot of stuff going on in my life, and whether it's anxiety or just excitement, it's really hard to tell sometimes. But I just really felt like I wanted to go work out, and I worked out at that time, which isn't normally when I would work out. I usually work out at around like 11 or noon every day. So basically the complete opposite time frame that I normally work out. But I just did it. It felt right for that day. I ended up coming home. I had a little bit of food to eat, and I went to bed around midnight after that workout, and I slept fine. I woke up the next day, was a tiny bit groggy, but nothing too crazy that I wasn't able to kind of deal with. So, for me, it was a okay move. Also, too, the next day I didn't have anything going on. If I had stuff going on, that would have been a completely different scenario. And if you have, let's say, a work day where you got to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day, yeah, working out at 10 p.m. is probably not the most ideal thing for you because you have an entire work day. I knew I could sleep in a little bit if I wanted to. I knew my day was going to be a pretty standard, normal day for me, so I didn't really have to stress or worry about it. And that's how I based the decision off of. So there's never one size fits all of like if you're going to bed, should you work out before going to bed? And it really depends on your career path too. And again, all back to what fits the best for you. So there are going to be some people who really, really enjoy to work out late at night, even though they have a job where they have to wake up at 5 a.m. the next morning. But maybe what they do when they go to their job at 5 a.m., they get off at 2. Maybe they just take a nap when they come home. They sleep for 2 hours and then start getting prepared to the gym and they go work out at night. It's going to be a learning curve for all of you. And instead of looking for the best time of day to work out, I'd highly recommend to just experiment, because I've been lifting for about 12 years at this point, collectively, all different types of lifting. I started lifting sophomore year of high school. That's when I got introduced to it. I've been physically active with sports my whole life, but structured physical activity like lifting, about 12 years. And this has progressed so many times where I was at a time in my life where I needed to wake up at like 5 a.m., sometimes 4:30 to get a workout in. That was like 2 months. 2 months when I was traveling an hour to and from work every day. So an extra 2 hours were just taken away from my day because I was traveling. I either had to work out right when I came home and then basically go to bed, or enjoy some of my night and then wake up early and then be kind of groggy throughout the day. So if you're trying to make a change in your life, if you're trying to get a better body composition and look better and feel better, it's going to take a little bit of analyzation of your schedule. And the more you do this and the more you're flexible and say to yourself, like, yeah, I like that time, but right now I can't work out at, say, noon or whatever. So I'm going to do my best to work out maybe one day a week or twice a week on the weekends at noon because I have work off, for example. And then I know I'm going to have to fit in 2 workout sessions that aren't at my optimal time, maybe during the week. And for you in your life situation, that's potentially the best you can do. maybe you can even say like those 2 days that you're going to be coming or during the week that you have to quote unquote wake up at your non-optimal time or work out at your non-optimal time. You're going to decide to, from that situation, do a workout at home so you don't have to add on the travel time of going to the gym, getting yourself ready, parking. Like these things really do add up. And that's why I'm such a big proponent of slowly starting to build out a home gym. Even if you only have enough money for maybe like a barbell right now. Guys, I started my home gym during the middle of the pandemic because I always wanted to. And the pandemic kind of gave me a reason to just buy some stuff. So I literally started out with a Dick's Sporting Goods barbell set. It was like $275. It was a little bit of a clearance. And what came from that is that I had a barbell and I had about like 200 pounds of weights. And that's it. So I literally just did some rows. I could do some front squats. I could do some basic stuff. After that, it evolved to me getting a set of adjustable dumbbells. Some of the ones you see in the videos quite a bit. After that, it involved me getting a stationary spin bike. And then I built a wooden squat rack. I actually have this as a video in my apartment home gym when I was quarantined. I think it's like literally quarantine apartment home gym. It's on my channel, but long ago it's there, and I can show you what I was working out and working with during the middle of the pandemic. I made it work. Just had to be a little creative and flexible with my workout routine. And then from there, I have a squat rack now. I just slowly bought stuff over time, and people think like, oh, you see these people with $500,000 home gyms, or even my home gym. People would look at my home gym and they're like, man, I could never afford that. And it's like, yeah, 4 to 5 years ago when I started building this home gym, no, I could not afford all that. I just slowly picked apart stuff over the years and built up a gym that was right for me. And your home gym doesn't even have to be as complex as the one that you see in the videos of mine. You might be good enough with just a set of adjustable dumbbells and a yoga mat, but you can get so much done and be so much more efficient with your workouts. You can be so much more efficient with your time just having that thing at the gym. And one of the kind of not analogy but talking points I bring about when I'm trying to make my home gym sales pitch is that people don't realize that the amount of mental effort it takes to think, okay, when can I go to the gym? I have this much time. Okay, I have this much time to actually work out, but I still need 30 minutes to drive there, 30 minutes to drive back home, and you need 5 minutes to walk in, 5 minutes to walk back to your car, and you need 5 minutes to warm up, 5 minutes to cool down. You can quickly see how a gym session, forgot to mention, this is right after work, and we forgot to meal prep, so we don't have time to actually make a meal tonight. So we got to go stop to eat somewhere, hopefully somewhere healthy. Chipotle is a good option, a healthy food option on the run. Gas stations are actually pretty good too. You can get some cheese, apples, boiled eggs, protein shakes, protein bars, etc. Maybe grilled chicken sandwiches if you're lucky. But long story short, you can see how a 30-minute workout can quickly turn into like a 2.5 to 3 hour workout, which actually I understand now why a lot of people say I don't have time, because if you're like running around a family of 1 million, 4, whatever, even one, my mom was a single mom. She was still running and gunning with me. It was hard for her to fit in times to work out. That's why a home gym of any sorts, and maybe even a home gym with no equipment, you just have a little space designated in your apartment or home where you're like, this is going to be my little place I do burpees and squats, or this is going to be my little place where I do one of my chair yoga routines that I have on my channel, or maybe you're just it's gonna be your little self-development, self-improvement area where you have a chair and you can listen to some self-improvement podcasts, and then you take out that chair and you just do like 1 minute squats, 1 minute burpees, and then 1 minute of a plank hold, right? Just super simple workouts just to get you started. and it's going to evolve over time. Once you start doing those small little things, which literally means just a workout that's right for you. Again, it doesn't need to look like my workout. It probably shouldn't look like my workout because I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I've got a very particular way that I enjoy training and do it for very specific reasons, which I talk about a lot on my channel, and you see in a lot of the shorts I post. But it's really case sensitive, and that's going to be kind of the crux of this. And the finish of the video is that if anyone is selling you a program and it's a mass program that's very cheap, just realize that program is very generalized and it's not likely going to work your exact specific things that you need to work on, your specific goals. It's general. It's designed for a lot of people. And the best programs are very nuanced to your specific goals, whether it's mobility, strength, or hypertrophy. And it's going to be extremely case sensitive for everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. Like, share this with others. Love you all. See you next time.